Hey Christine, my name's Daniel. We don't know one another, but you asked a question on Facebook that I think deserves a more in-depth answer than what I could give just typing. So I've done this quick video to explain what in cognitive behavioral therapy we call an energy budget. Now, when I was first learning to deal with depression about 4 or 5 years ago, it was one of the key elements that really helped me get through, especially the early stages, because this is a problem that anybody with depression faces. Now, it's pretty simple when you think about it. When you get depressed, you're down, you don't have no energy, you don't want to do nothing. In fact, half the days you don't even want to get out of bed and just shower and get cleaned up and eat. We will go so far as to just avoid eating. So what we want to do is recognize that that's going to happen. Now, if we say that there's a level, if we say that there's a point where that's the amount of energy we need to survive. So if I say that this amount of energy is going to be enough for me to get out of bed, have something to eat, and just get through the day, don't go to work or nothing like that, but just survive the day. There's going to be a lot of days where I'm not even going to reach that. When I was first dealing with depression, there was a lot of days where I didn't even get to that stage. The problem is, eventually, as time goes on, things happen, life changes, and then that day comes where we go above it. So we have enough energy to get out of bed, and now we want to do something. But the problem is we've done so many days where we've got nothing done that all of a sudden we've got energy, let's do it all. And so we spend every last dime we can. We'll do everything we can possibly get done. We'll get the house cleaned, we'll get cleaned up, we'll get groceries, we'll go and we'll do all the things that we need to do to try and catch up, because God knows when the next day that we have energy will come. And of course, the day after that, we're back to not having enough energy. So the idea is to recognize that what we want to do is always save some. Now that doesn't mean you can't go and do stuff. You got energy, you want to do something, sure, go do stuff. Get up, get going, go for coffee, do those little things that help make life better. But save some. You always want to keep a little bit in reserve. Now what happens is that little bit gets added to the next day. And all of a sudden, we have enough to survive. Now we'll keep going like that, and some days we'll have a little more, some days we'll have a little more, and then all of a sudden a day will come where, once again, we got lots of energy. And what we want to do is keep that top bit, that last little extra piece. If you keep it and add it up, what ends up happening is over time you start to build up a reserve. And that reserve of energy gets to be enough that most days you're going to be able to get above the survival line. You're going to get up, you're going to do stuff. Now I know a lot of people are like, oh, why be depressed? Just get up and do something. No, it doesn't work that way. And you and I know that, but people without depression don't know that. So they're always telling you, oh, just go do stuff. You know what? When you have the energy, yeah, go do stuff. It's going to help build more energy. That's great. In the meantime, though, when you don't have energy, don't get down about that. Just know that when you do, hold some back in reserve. Budget your energy and use it wisely on only the things that are most important, the things that you have to do. Keep that in mind, girl, and you can get through this. That's not a problem. I know, been there, done that. The idea here is when you're working yourself through these stages, you know that, yes, could you go all day? Could you got that energy? Oh, you know what? I can make it. I can go and I can have coffee with all my friends. No, you can't. Go, have coffee, do some things, make some phone calls, go to work, do whatever it is you do. But when the time comes, recognize, I don't want to spend it all. I want to save some. And I'm going to put that in reserve so that tomorrow when, you know what, life sucks again, I'm still going to be able to get up, get cleaned up, eat something, get through the day, and hopefully the day after that, I'm going to have a little more energy than I would normally. Eventually, it builds up. Trust me, it works. Keep this in mind. Budget your energy, and you can get through the early stages. You can make it until we figure out the things like, geez, all the thousands of different medications you can try and finally find one that works for you. Whatever it is that you're going to try and do, get training, do counseling, do coaching, whatever it might be. You need the energy to do that. You and I know that. The idea here is budget your energy when you have it, and you'll have the energy to get through. All right? So hopefully that helps you. Whatever works. If you have other questions, you know what? Put it on Facebook. I'll be around. Contact me. I'll give you what I can. Take care, girl. Feel better.